Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again for our time together. I want you to come with me back to Matthew chapter 20 today, one of the parables of Jesus. Jesus took stories from everyday life that have tremendous truth in themselves as well as what he was trying to illustrate. So let me take you back to one of Jesus' parables about human resources, HR, about salaries. Verse 8, that evening he told the foreman to call the workers in and pay them, beginning with the last workers first. When those were hired at 5 o'clock were paid, each received a full day's wage. When those who were hired first came in to get their pay, they assumed they would receive more, but they too were paid a day's wage. When they received their pay, they protested to the owner. Those people worked only 1 hour, and you paid them just as much as you paid us who worked hard all day in the scorching heat. He answered one of them, Friend, I haven't been unfair. Didn't you agree to work all day for the usual wage? Take your money and go. I wanted to pay this last worker the same as you. Is it against the law for me to do what I want with my own money? Should you be jealous because I am kind to others? One of the hardest things you can do in a company, and many of you are young entrepreneurs that are listening to me, one of the hardest things you can do is let people begin to know each other's salaries. So that's why most companies have a rule that salaries are not discussed. Nobody thinks they should make less than somebody else. It pricks people's pride. Now, these people had agreed to this salary. This was the day's wages. They'd agreed to that. But when they saw that somebody else got paid, in their minds, more than them, they began to complain. Now, as an owner of a young company, what I would tell you is, number one, keep salaries private, and number two, you have the right to do with your own money what you want and should not be controlled by the attitudes of people. They can go work someplace else if they want. See, they have no right to try to control your generosity with people, nor do they have the right to be jealous of you being kind to somebody. And sometimes as a boss, you know things that are going on in somebody's life that works for you, and you're kind to them. Now, if people are jealous of that, that's their problem. But it's your money. Don't let people's attitudes control it.